Welcome to a conversation with Sheldon Bennight. I am Mike Dudas from the Cator Anita Martini studio at Ball High School, along with head coach, football coach Sheldon Bennight. Good morning, coach.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Great. I wanted to check in with you and kind of give a status report. I know we're deep in the heart of spring football season, so tell us what's going on.
Well, kids are. This is the first spring they've all been through, and it's a new experience for them, and I think they're starting to see the benefit from it. Practicing hard, a lot of the older kids are starting to become better leaders and understanding, because they've been through some seasons and some varsity experience, so they see the benefit of it and how it's going to help more in the fall by going through this in the spring. It's identify some strengths and weaknesses that we have and address those issues. And above all, I think the kids are having fun, and that's what it's about. It's supposed to be fun. So I know the coaches are enjoying it. So, uh, but we're getting better. I think we're raising our expectation level of ourselves, and they're holding themselves to a higher standard than what they had in the past. And I think that's an important start for us. So it's going well.
I know it's been at least a couple of years. Obviously, last year, just with the change in the coaching staff, and then with the pandemic, you did not have a spring season and spring training, what have you. So, what's been the biggest challenge getting that off the ground this year?
I think with the kids, it's that way. Anytime you go into a new place and try to establish a new program, it's trying to get the kids to understand the importance of everything we're doing, and that we're doing everything for a reason, and getting especially the younger kids to buy in. The older kids, man, you know they've got some we got starting to develop some good leadership, and they're really understanding. But the buy-in part, and that just takes time. And as a coach, not many good coaches have a lot of patience, and I've got a lot of good coaches on the staff. So my job may be one of the other hardest parts is keeping the coaches, patient, and because I think they can feel the excitement of it, and they understand where this thing can go, and how much of an opportunity we have as a team and as a staff, and we all just want the kids to understand that right now. But it takes time, and it does, and once they understand completely as a team, it's going to be special.
For those that don't understand the whole process of the spring program, walk us through it.
Spring is you have 34 days to get 18 practices in. I don't know that we'll use all 18, but it's meant for those 5 and 6A schools that want to, instead of having two scrimmages and a long fall camp, you have a spring camp and a shorter fall camp. But it's an opportunity for us to find out what kids can play, uh, what position they can play, and their strengths and weaknesses without having to do it right at the last minute, because you really can't. We tried to do it last year in the summer, and we couldn't tell because there's no pads on. It's a different game when you put pads on. So, uh, but we go through. We don't play any other competition. It's us. We're going to have a spring game at the end on May 18th. I haven't set a time yet. Probably around 6 o'clock, I'll say. It's kind of a guesstimation right now. But we're going to have it at Kerrville Stadium, and public is invited. I'm gonna try to get some officials out there and make it as game-like as I can. Although it won't really be an actual game we're playing against anybody. We're gonna go against each other. But anyway, it's more details to come as we get a little closer. But it's going to be exciting, and that's what it's meant to be. It's to prepare the kids in a different way uh, for the season. Put them through especially some younger kids, through some game type situations that they can't get, or it's very difficult for them to get it any other way. So that's what it's about, and we're about halfway through, and so it's going well.
The spring session, is that sanctioned under rules under UIL?
Yes, yes, it's UIL. It's UIL guided. It's got guidelines and rules we follow, and that's where the 34 days to get 18 practices, and I think we're going to be way under that. But both of those, 34 and I doubt we'll go 18 practices. We just won't need it. But once we get to a certain point where the coaching staff thinks, hey, we're sitting pretty good. Let's try to wind this thing down. I think we'll do that. We're getting here. We're hoping maybe at the end of next week we'll get back to getting everybody. There's some kids out for various reasons, and it's an injury here or there. From getting some players back from baseball and et cetera, and just kids. It's good experience for them to transition into this and just getting ready for the summertime. So looking forward to it.
And it sounds like a typical day for the average football player, because I have a handful of them in my classes. It sounds like before school they're hitting the weight room. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have because of our schedule and what COVID did to us. The UIL has given everybody every sport an hour after school for each student to do weights and conditioning, and we've chosen weights. So before school and after school, if we don't have an athletic period and lift during the period, we'll go an opportunity before school, an opportunity after school, so the kids don't have any excuses. You know, they've got every opportunity to better themselves, and that's part of the buy-in. It's not easy to do. It's really not easy to do, and it's the kids that show up every day. There's a certain crew that kind of shows up all the time, and some other ones show up in the mornings. That's by their choice because most of them have the option of morning and afternoon, and but that's like again, that's not easy to do. Work out and then go to school all day. So, but I can appreciate what those kids are doing, and they're going to see the benefits of it here this next season. And those young kids, especially when they get to be seniors, they're going to look back on this and realize how special it was.
How important is it to have a strong weight room component as a part of your program?
Oh, that's the key to what we're doing at Develop Weight Room. A lot of people don't understand that you lift weights, you're gonna develop core body strength. That's what gets you through the season. And at the end of the season, at the end of games, tight games, that's what's one of the things that's going to get you through that and character. And not only the weight room, but speed. But speed development is essential, and the main component to that is weights. Of course, you have to get in shape, and you do have to run, which we're going to do a lot of that this summer. But if you're not strong, you're not going to maximize your ability as far as speed and quickness is concerned. So that's that. Outside of the mind part of it, the mental game, the weight room is the main ingredient. So we've hit it real hard. Kids made huge strides. So I'm very proud of them.
Once the spring game is over with on May 18th, what is the plan moving into the summer?
Well, from then at that point, we'll still stay in the weight room. We'll probably start implementing some outside drills, kind of some 7-on-7, and let them kind of introduce what we're going to do in the summertime, and so that they kind of get it, so that when we do get to the summertime, it's going to be a smooth transition, and of course, we got to put up equipment and get everything cleaned up in the field house, and then kids have finals coming up, so we'll adjust all that. We need to have a tutorial session, we will, because I want everybody to be eligible. So it's kind of a cleanup, prep type week or so until summer actually starts.
And then when do you call the players back during the summer? Is it the 1st of August?
After the summer workout, yeah, it's going to be toward the 1st of August. We'll have some camps that I'm going to announce here pretty soon. I have a summer camp for young kids, elementary and junior high age kids, and we'll have a freshman camp, and then we'll bring the varsity in. I believe it's August 9th, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I'll have to get that more finalized. We'll bring the freshmen in a week early, then we'll bring the varsity in, and it's full go at that point.
And one last thing before I let you go, you wanted to make a call for student helpers, student assistants in your program.
Yeah, once again, we did it once before. Anybody that's interested in coming out and helping us, we need videos, we need equipment help. People want to help, and it's just something. It's an opportunity for you to be a part of a part of a program, part of something that's special. And, you know, anybody wants to come out and do this, we're going to try to get you in the football period, and you'll be as much of a part of the program as anybody. You know, we watch film religiously, and we have drones that we fly and video with. We have cameras, still cameras. We have handheld cameras. We've got everything we need. We just need some students to come out, and you know, and there are actually scholarship opportunities. You know, everybody that sees these videos, if it's good enough video, we've been part of programs in the past where the video kids get scholarship opportunities. You know, to certain schools just because of their ability to video, and that's that important at the next level as well. You know, you can give a kid a scholarship for some type of a media scholarship, or you know, I believe certain schools have to be a cameraman, whatever that, you know, type thing. You know, there's all kind of opportunities. But if you're good enough at your craft, no matter what it is, we'll plug you to colleges, and there's all kinds of opportunities. But you know, that's what we're trying to establish, a full program. It's not just athletes, but it's everybody. Anybody wants to be a part of it, male, female. You know, it's open. Just have to come see me. I'm Coach Bennight. I'm out at the field house most of the time. You can come to the athletic director's office, and Ms. Rodriguez is there, and she can find me at any point, and just come find me. And we'll get you set up, because it's a good experience. It's you know, it takes a commitment. You know, it does, because it's a time commitment, but it's a lot of fun. You get to travel, you get letter jackets, you know, you go and finish the season with us just like any athlete. You get to enjoy the spoils, you know, just like the athletes do. So, and you know, we appreciate those people. But if you're one of those that want to come out and help us and be a part of something, come contact me.
And you hit the point that I wanted to end with. If you've always dreamed of wanting a Letterman jacket, but you're not the athlete type student, which is fine, this is your perfect opportunity.
This is it. We'll honor you just like we do everybody else. And like I said, it's an appreciated thing when, as much video as we watch, the coaches really appreciate it. We brag on those kids all the time that help us out. So, you know, it's a turnover, and we need to establish a program of consistent turnover with students who want to help us out. So, but anyway, it's an opportunity, and you know, if you're interested in it, come holler at me.
All right, then right above your square, I inserted in your email address, so they can email you directly, or can come see me in my room or at KTOR, and I will certainly direct them straight to you.
Perfect. That sounds great.
All right, Coach, keep us updated as it gets closer to the 18th. Continue, good luck, and if you need anything, just give me a holler.
I will. I appreciate you.
Have a great day. See you later.
Bye.